Alright, now we real Vinesauce hours tonight. This is like it used to be back in the day. I'd be like, hey everybody, I'm early tonight. 12:30 a.m. Let's get started. Man, those days were rough. So, I want to thank everybody for asking how I was feeling, because yesterday I was feeling a little bit not great. Today, I feel a lot better, thank you. You know, the reason I'm a little late tonight is actually because I was out for a lot earlier, and then when I got home, you're gonna laugh, but I tried to, and I successfully meditated, but then I fell asleep. So if I sound a little, it's because I slept by accident. I was like practicing some new techniques that I picked up, and I just fell asleep during them because it was such a good meditation sesh. Bro. Namaste, motherfuckers. Okay, anyway, welcome back to the stream. Thank you for the concern, everybody. You're very sweet. Except for when you're salty, and you're mostly salty. Also, sugar. Sugar's not so good for you, so, I mean, there's pros and cons. Tonight is gonna be a shorter stream, because I'm not gonna be, you know... I'm not gonna be making up too much time. But, we'll do a little bit of Metroid. I'll do a little bit of Hollow Knight. I'm hitting endgame of Metroid. The problem is, I don't believe I'll be able to finish this tonight. Oh my god, listen to that crust. Vinny, I thought... weren't you done with meditating after the demon sounds inside your head? Yeah, that happened. I bet there's a lot of confused people right now. I'll explain. Don't worry. Don't worry. I can't let that one hang for too long. I'll have to explain that, so I will. Alright. So, meditation is very good. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. And I found out, you know, that, like, you know, the best way just to, like, anti-anxietate, which is not a real word, but one of the best ways is to repeat, a mantra, which is like, you know, just a combination of sounds. And, one of the cool things about that is it regulates your breathing, and through vibrations, it helps you, good vibrations, hopefully, it helps you relax. That is one way to do it, but there's a lot of ways you can do it. Oh, mantra. There's the easiest way is just to regulate your fucking breathing. Your dopiness. That's it. You know? But, yeah, if you're having, like, if you feel a little funky, if your stomach feels a little funky, if you're feeling a little weird, there's methods. So, anyway, I've tried a couple, and I've never really stuck with meditation. That's the problem here. And I had various times in my life where I did a little bit, stopped, did a little bit, stopped. Now, one of the reasons I stopped early on, maybe when I was like 20, was, I was doing a lot of meditating at the time, and I was trying to, like, astral project. Listen, man, I was like 19, 20. Give me a break. You know, you're stupid when you're 19, 20 and you start smoking pot. Oh. I'm not gonna say that that was the first time I started smoking pot, but let's just say, for the sake of total honesty, it was the college years. Vappy, please cut. Vappy, please cut. Vinesauce, the college years. And so, I did the meditation, I don't remember, I think it was like a really heavy breathing meditation. Wait, this isn't the way to go. Central area transport. I need to, you know what? This is not a good area. this is not a shortcut, so we're gonna get out of here while I continue my story. So, my memory's a little hazy. I don't know the exact details, and I probably told this story before a little bit differently, but I'm gonna say what happened was I was doing some, like, really long, deep breaths, and I also remember going at it for a while. And it sounds gross, but it's just meditation, people. And, there was an influence of the marijuana, and, I believe at this point, I started hearing a voice in my head, and it sounded very demonic. Now, you know what that could be. That could be just, you know, me losing my fucking mind. So I'm not gonna say it was like demonic intervention, but the voice did sound really creepy. And it was, in a language that I did not understand. And yeah, it was like in my mind, man. I don't know. I mean, who the fuck knows? Maybe I just heard a cat throwing up. You know, maybe it was just a cat, like, gurgling outside of... It sounded like it was in my head, though, and I had done a lot of meditation, but had not ever heard, voices like that. There was one other time, but it wasn't demonic, it was just probably a dream. Anyway, the point is, it was a weird fucking situation, and it put me off to meditating a bit. And that's not the norm. I mean, that's not something that's happened frequently, and nor has it happened since. Just jump over all of that. So no, I never really thought it was like demonic infiltration, even though there would be some people that would jump on that as an explanation at a moment's notice. That's not kind of how I work. I have to, like, kind of have empirical proof. I have to be very meticulous about the things that I believe, which is why I read so many UFO books, and I still don't know if I believe in UFOs. So, it's like, maybe not. You know, the chat, I mean, it's so very simple to say it wasn't a demon, and some people in chat are like, Vinny, it might have been a demon, but they're probably joking. But I'll tell you this, it would have spooked almost anybody that it happened to. Even if you thought it was a cat gurgling, I promise you, it was such a bizarre moment that even the most skeptical of people would have been like, huh, that's... why did that happen? That's weird. So, not the full reason I stopped meditating when I was younger, but it definitely had something to do with it. I felt like maybe... I was like, maybe I should take a break from this for a little while. Maybe this is a little bit much for me at this moment in time. That's my dumb story. There was a toilet ghost asking for the shitter. Never know. I don't know how to get... I need to get up there, and I don't remember how to do it. This way is a dead end? Are you kidding me? Like, 'cause this has happened before to me, right? Where I've come here trying to get to the temple grounds, and it's not possible. I generally like the map layouts for this game, but this is dopey. Anyway, for anyone just joining, this will be a slightly shorter stream. Like I said, I'm gonna be doing this, and then switching over to Hollow Knight, and, I'm doing well, thank you for asking, everybody who asked. Wow, I'm here again. And this is why, when I asked earlier in the chat if I could finish this game in one more stream, people were like, probably not. Why would you not be doing well? Because I had some funky burg yesterday, and I ended the stream a little bit early. I still don't know what that was. So, when it comes to this game, I probably got this stream and one more, like, extensive stream, depending on how well I do tonight. Or, you could look at it like this, 3 more streams. So, Vinny, did you see the new Best of the Worst? I loved it. It was so good. I like Colin and other Canadian dude. I think they're pretty funny. Like, there's like a weird mirror. Like, Colin reminds me of like a Caillou-ish J. And the other dude is as dead on the inside as Mike is, in a different way. But, yeah, they watch some pretty fucking bad movies, or, informational videos. He seems nicer than Mike. I think Mike is a nice guy. I think he just plays up a lot of his thing, you know. The Babe Ruth was amazing, yeah. Alright, okay, there's a thing here. So this is like the beginning of the game that I've heard this fucking upgrade, and I did not know it was here the whole time. It's just a missile. So, yeah, I thought that was a great episode. I love when they do the Wheel of the Worst, or any episode that involves... just shitty, weird tapes that, like, YouTube before YouTube. You know, from the 80s and 90s, that to me is choice, primo meats. And also, I'm a big fan of just bizarro, informational, like, strange ego trip advertisement videos, because I worked in public access for a while, and that stuff is, it just gets my jollies going. I don't know why, but it's pretty funny to me. At some point, I'm gonna have, like, a video showing... I don't know, like, don't hold me to this, but there's this weird-ass, like, animated movie that reminds me of something that RLM would have covered if they haven't already. And, someone sent it to me, and it is a very strange, like, almost impossible to decipher looking movie from the early days of CG. I forget the name of it, but... Oh, we have, an upgrade here. Hang on, we're gonna get this upgrade. But that's a story for another time. A couple other quick announcements. 20XX is coming to Switch. Switch stocks are down. Which... I don't really know the business side of things too much, but apparently the stocks are down, and I think it's just... Honestly, I blame E3. Whatever. I blame E3 because they didn't have enough heavy hitters aside from Smash, but whatever, Nintendo makes... They take a couple steps forward, a couple steps back. And I think that... once we get the online service and they start talking about how they're gonna handle legacy stuff, I think people are gonna nut again and it'll be fine. Whether or not that means a couple releases from, like, the N64 or Super Nintendo, whatever kind of facsimile virtual console we're gonna see on the Switch. Apparently Reggie said that they're very highly thinking about it, or very heavily thinking about it, so it's not over. I know that we're gonna get NES stuff, but I would like to see what direction they take their online service, which is coming up, like, kinda soon, and we still don't have a full outline. But we shall see. Okay, I have to go there anyway. Dead Cells is coming to Switch August 7th, which is great. It's coming up somewhat soon. I'm ready to get lost in Dead Cells all over again. I remember for a while, every time I streamed it, there were so many big changes. Oh, Hand of Fate 2 got announced, which you've seen me stream probably far longer than you wanted to, but it's coming out on Switch. Monster Hunter on PC in August, which is cool. I already played my Monster Hunter, I'm good. Vinny, you're getting Dead Cells for the Switch, why not just keep playing the PC version? Because that's the perfect portable game. The PC version's cool, but I have to sit here. I'd like the idea of being able to go outside. I want to go outside with it and enjoy the weather, and you know, if I'm in the studio and Joe's mixing, I can play there. I can sit on my couch, watch a TV while I play Dead Cells. I love the Switch's portability. The only time I dock the Switch is to stream it. Otherwise, it's always portable in my household, and where we put the pepper on it. But then again, I'm weird. I go outside. What are you, a person in an ad? Yeah. I'm Karen. I didn't have nearly as many nice things to say about the Wii U, because the portability was so limited, and for a while, the Wii U's only games were indie games. Or just more Hyrule Warriors, which was fun for a little while, but, you know. So yeah, Dead Cells is great, 20XX is great, and I definitely could see myself playing both of those, but more Dead Cells. So I want to say that, I know this game, for some people, probably isn't the most entertaining game in the world. I know that, it's probably a little bit boring at times when I'm backtracking, but from my perspective, I almost don't want this to end. Like, it's been a while since I played a Metroid Prime game, and this brought back really good memories about how much I love these games. This especially got good when Nary and TechJar fixed my frame rate issues. And, like, the crust was reduced by, like, 80%. So I fucking loved the stream of this game, and, you know, we got a little bit to go, but still, it's maybe more fun to play than watch, but I'm enjoying it. If I ever do Metroid Prime 3... See, I did 1 years ago, but it's not on full sauce. If I ever do 3... I'd have to figure out how to do an IR... Well, the IR sensor's not... Yeah, I can do that. What I would do is, okay, not anytime soon, maybe next year, maybe a year after that, who knows, but if I did Prime 3, what I would want to do is use the Wiimote, because that's obviously how it was designed. So I don't know if you can do, like, mouse and keyboard with it, but I hear it's not great. I would probably want to use Dolphin, and I hope that it gets more optimized by then. If not, I would just do the Wii version. I'm not generally a fan of the Wiimote and waggle. I kind of hate it, but it's kind of necessary for Prime 3, and it's not... It's a little bit it's a little abrasive, actually. There's times where you have to, like, solve weird puzzles using the Wiimote. I don't really like that very much. But the aiming is very good. So... The light of Aether shines from all three temples once more. And yet, Dark Aether remains. One energy controller still shines in the darkness, sustaining the world. The Sky Temple, dark shadow of this hallowed place, holds the final energy controller. The greatest and most powerful beast of the Ing keeps guard over what you seek. It's all very... standard fare. The 9 keys to the Sky Temple have been hidden in each land in the Dark World. Finding them will be perilous, but... I offer you this blessed suit of armor. Oh shit! Energized by the light of Aether itself. Its power will help you reach these final keys. May it serve you well in the darkness. One of the coolest looking outfits that Samus has ever had. It's so sleek. I like how the crazy shoulders are now gone. I didn't mind the crazy shoulders. Oh, we've got teleport now. Okay. So this allows you to exist in the Dark World without taking any damage, and I believe it also prevents you from taking damage. You know, I mean, you take damage, but I mean, it's, sorry, it doesn't make you invincible. I just had a fucking horrendous brain fart just then. It prevents you from taking as much damage. That was a long one. Fart is a funny way to spell stroke. Was it freestyle memeing? What's your favorite Samus suit and favorite Iron Man suit? I think the Varia suit, Nick, is just... I mean, it's classic. It depends on how it looks. Like, I love the way Samus looks in the new Smash Brothers. That's like classic Varia suit Samus. I'm gonna say that my favorite Iron Man suit, which... that's a very related question considering, let's face it, these two characters should meet one day. I feel like... I like the new Avengers Iron Man suit a lot, but I also like the shitty one from the first movie. Like, I don't know that much about Iron Man, but I like the first movie. I saw that in the theater, and I enjoyed it. I liked that how shitty the first suit was. It was just like pure blunt force trauma. That was fun. that movie saved Downey Jr. It didn't just save his career. I think that movie, like, saved his life, more or less. Well, I mean, he's had a bit of a career going into that. Like, he was having a bit of a comeback. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was actually a really good movie. The dude who made The Nice Guys with Ryan Goose and Russell Crowe made that movie, and it was pretty damn good. Val Kilmer was in it. So that was my reintroduction to Robert Downey Jr., but then, like, with his addictions and everything, I'm proud of him that he managed to get through that, and then, you know, for him, being this character probably was like a huge part of how he was able to do it. In interviews, too, he says something similar. Dude had a fucked up childhood, too. Yeah, didn't his dad force him to smoke cigarettes when he was like 5 or something? Oh yeah, he said that Burger King was his rock bottom. He was eating Burger King. He was in a Burger King restaurant, TM. Excuse me. And apparently, he realized that that was his rock bottom. That's pretty fucked. So there's keys here. There's probably 3, and I don't know where to find them. So I kind of wish they were listed on the map. To be exact, he realized that when he wasn't able to even enjoy Burger King anymore, that he had little meaning left in his life. Anthony Bourdain had a similar story about fast food, where he was at a fast food place in an airport, and he was like, I have hit rock bottom. Someone in chat just said Burger King is good food. I mean, depends on how you look at it. For some people, clearly this subjective reality is not in existence here, you know? It tastes good sometimes, but that is the fast food that consistently gives me heartburn. More so than any of the other ones. I think, you know, it depends on what I'm in the mood for, but I lately would like to avoid fast food, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you don't have time to cook. Sometimes there's not a whole lot open. And it's like, well, you know what, give me the thing with the chicken wrapped in the thing that's not real bread. Just give me whatever that is. Give me the thing with the chicken wrapped in the thing with the thing. And then it's like, sometimes surprisingly decent. But I'll let you know if I go to a Burger King and I hit rock bottom. I'll be sure to let you know. Is it up there? Vinny, have you ever heard of keto? Yeah, the diet. Ketogenic. No. You're already here. Well, apparently all the keys are in the Dark World, right? So I just have to figure out where these things are, because I've been through a lot of this stuff and I still haven't found anything of note. Go to the Sky Temple for clues. Does Five Guys count as fast food? Not to me. Because they cook your burger fresh for you. I mean, it's fast, but it's not, like, pre-made burg when you drive in and you just pick it up. I feel like they're blurring the line a bit. Five Guys and Chipotle are fast food 2.0. Well, before Chipotle, I was eating Moe's. Like, I had a long time. It was a long time before I ate at Chipotle, and it's fine. I honestly don't think it's all that impressive. I've heard people lose their shit about Chipotle. I just think it's decent. The pulled pork is cool. But it's the whole trend of fast food not being quite so fast that is picking up. So, a lot of these places are now like medium food, medium speed. We go at a medium pace. Is Panera fast food? It's faster than most places, but it still takes them like 10 minutes to get my order. It's a chain. I mean, there's a distinction between chains and fast food. It's not... A lot of it's pre-made, or a lot of it's like, you know, they make it for you after like, you get the sandwich. But, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to say. I kind of want to know what fast food even fucking means now. Like, the definition of fast food is... It's a slippery one. Alright, I'm looking up a map for the Sky Temple. Sky Temple... I need, Sky Temple Keys location. You have to use the dark visor for a lot of these? Okay. You know, Google has this just there on the page. So there's, two in the Dark Aegon Wastes. Battleground and Dark Oasis. Alright, so, Battleground, Dark Oasis. So, this is gonna just take a little bit. Instead of finding a map, I can do this. Battleground. Here's Battleground, okay, and then Dark Oasis, assumedly. Alright, so these are both in the same... They're easy. I'll get these two, no problem. It might not be so easy later on because some of the dark areas are not connected. Oh, there's a thing in here. Egg. What's your favorite pizza place outside of New York? There's a place called Anthony's Coal Fire in Jersey that I really liked. I also heard that there's a place called Frank Pepe in, Connecticut, and I drive... When I go to Boston, I pass through the town that it's in, and I see advertisements for it, and I'm like, huh. Apparently it's a really famous, Pepe Sylvia pizza place. Got boxes full of pizza. So I've been meaning to stop there, maybe I will eventually. Yeah, even when I mention it, people are saying in chat it's awesome. What are your opinions on Kansas? It's very flat, but also I don't know anything about it other than I like the Gorillaz song. Chat, are you freestyle memeing? Are you okay? I said flat, and everyone's like, you're flat, no talent! Flat is not an opinion, it's a fact. Go into Phazon for item. Hang on a second. Even with the power of the suit, Phazon still sucks. Platforms. Okay. So I watched a video about Mario Galaxy by Barry Kramer that it just showed up. It just showed up. YouTube was like, hey, you should watch this. It's like, yes, YouTube overlords, whatever you want. And, he's great. He's a good job with his fucking videos. I don't know, like, a lot about the dude otherwise, but the one video I saw was great. It's about Mario Galaxy and how he makes the argument that Mario Galaxy, while a great game, is not a great Mario game. And he explains himself relatively well and raises a very persuasive argument. I don't think it's an idiotic viewpoint because it's the argument is it doesn't know what kind of Mario it wants to be, which is it a course clear Mario, or is it a free roam Mario where you collect a bunch of stuff and it's somewhere in the middle and it suffers as a result of that. Now, I love Mario Galaxy. I enjoy the fuck out of it. He raises the argument that in the Galaxy series, he has a hard time remembering... Like, for him, a lot of stuff isn't memorable. Vinny, how did I know chat would get pissed? Of course they're gonna get pissed. Someone's shitting on Mario Galaxy. Again, he's not making out... Like, it wasn't a hit piece. It was just a really interesting way to look at it. And he is down about a lot of the game. I don't know how to get up here. I actually don't know how to get up there. I'm having trouble with this. Use your jet boots. Yeah, game over. Guess I have to stop playing the game now. Can't get up to the key. Oh, this is pretty absurd. I actually can't find a way up. I might have to go through another room, but I feel like that's such a waste of time because I'm here already. I can't just jump up there. My double jump isn't quite working. Let me try a thing that I picked up in the Merchant Marines. Nope. Alright, never mind then. I guess I have no choice. I see what I have to do. Anyway, the video is probably gonna piss people off if you watch it, but again, it's a very well laid out perspective on how it is a weird series. Both games, he likes 2 better than 1 because 2 kind of distills the course clear thing down a bit. I also feel like in Mario Galaxy 2, they refined the ideas a little bit further. And they did some cool stuff, like with the drill, and some of the levels were just more interesting. I also don't feel like the overworld in Mario Galaxy 1 was necessary. I mean, it's cool, but going to the level select, I think was a better choice. So I agree with the dude on some points, and not others. Like, I have far fonder memories of Galaxy 1 and 2 than he did. Does it need to be necessary? No, but I feel like the flow of the game worked better in Galaxy 2. I see what you mean, Dior. I kind of not gonna read it out loud, but I don't think it's a matter of comparing it to the other Mario games, such as what his argument is it didn't know what kind of Mario it wanted to be, in the sense that when you have a game like Mario Run, his argument was it's a linear Mario game. There's very little room for exploration, but it knows what it is and it sticks to it. Mario Galaxy doesn't know if it's course clear or 3D exploration. So you have a lot of, like, there's a lot of space in the levels that aren't used, like, appropriately, because there's not a lot to explore, there's a lot of disjointed segments. That I understand, I don't mind it, I think it's kind of cool, actually. I think the formula of Galaxy is its own beast. But hearing the argument, I was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's definitely... in 2 worlds. It's got its foot in 2 doors. Is that a bad thing? Well, considering Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are some of the highest rated games of all time, no, I don't think so. Vinny, play Fortnite. Good contribution. All that matters is that they're great games, and I think they're great games, but I thought it was also really cool to watch a video where someone is trying to, like, change my mind a bit in a way that doesn't make me, like, extremely angry. Like, it was a really well laid out, thoughtful piece, and I understand it. It was like a 35-minute video. And I like to view things from different perspectives and viewpoints. That's something that enriches... it enriches my enjoyment of things and also understanding of things. And so, finding out the way Barry felt about Galaxy opened my mind a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, that's how that was. Because when Mario Odyssey was about to come out, Nintendo put out, like, a timeline. And there were 2 timelines in Mario games. There was course clear Marios, like Mario 3D World, Mario 3D Land, what else was on there? The new Super Mario Bros. Series. And then Galaxy 1 and 2 were considered course clear Marios, and the only games in the free roam, open world-ish, whatever you want to call it, Mario games were the Mario 64 game and Sunshine. So he was like, well, wait a minute, I remember Mario Galaxy having an overworld. I remember it having levels that you would go back to find different things in. So someone says Sunshine is the best Mario game, fight me. Yeah, I can't argue with you on that. I have a hard time arguing that. I think I love that game. Oh, you know what? There's a portal. I think I'm done here. I don't need to do anything else in the Dark Aegon Waste, so we're gonna get out of here and go hunt for a couple other keys. Then you have, like, categories of Mario games, because there's been so many. So now you have 3D exploration Mario games, you have course clear Mario games, you have 2D Mario games. There's a lot. So if I had to categorize, I would say, if you're gonna go course clear, Galaxy 2. 3D exploration, Sunshine, and 2D, Super Mario World. Those are my rankings. They do change a bit. From time to time. '64 has not aged well. I agree. It was revolutionary for its time, and when I streamed it, I've acknowledged that. I think it's still a game that you can play. It's a very playable and fun game, but it definitely has its age, which, for me, it comes down to some of the stars are just, like, tedious. The camera is the worst part of the game. It was the worst part when it came out, it's still the worst part. The controls got refined by the time Sunshine came out. But it was still like an early attempt at, like, how do we make a 3D Mario game? And it's still pretty damn successful. It's still a fun game to get into. The flips are fun, like the triple jump and everything, but also some of the worlds are a little bland. I like most of the worlds, but there's a couple that don't do anything for me. So are there any keys here, or Sky Temple grounds, right? There's one left here. You already found one? There's apparently 4 Sky Temple ground keys. One of 2, okay. This is Ing Hive. Oh, I see, I see. So it's... alright. Someone said, what about Mario 3? I would often cite Mario 3 as my favorite Mario game because I have the fondest memories of it, and I like power-ups better. I like the secrets. There's a lot going on in Mario 3. I like the inventory system. But I feel like World has better level design, and again, this is not anything new for this stream, I've talked about this plenty. I think, World has better controls and, better level design, but I tend to say that 3 is my favorite. Just not today. Hive Dynamo Works and Hive Entrance. Those are the ones. Well, Dynamo Works is like right here. So, let me hit up this elevator and see what's going on over there. I got the Dynamo Works key, so then I need Hive Entrance. Oh god, I'm getting confused with the map again. Hive Entrance. I don't know where that is. It's where the normal Light World entrance is. That doesn't help. Do you think these maps aren't designed well? I think they're designed well enough. Pretty revolutionary when they first started happening, but I'm just having issues with it right now. Yeah, I don't see it. It's down lower level? Okay, so let's see. Did I see the word culling? Yeah, we need to talk about the culling. I don't see this shit. Look in the light world for transport to temple grounds in lower level. Okay. So I just don't have it yet. I've not been there yet. Keep going through the unseen way room. Okay. Vinny, this is super late to say, but my sister helped make the Art and Barry's Mario Galaxy video. That's cool. Small world. I like that video. Whether or not I agree with it, I thought it was a good video. Here's the unseen way. And then I guess I have to go through that blue door. It's very confusing. Very, very confusing. Yep, this is a new room entirely. Oh, that's not good. You hear that? Be right back. Okay. My fire alarm went off. And there's no fire. There's no smoke. There's a window open kinda near it. So there's not carbon monoxide. Vinny, you're the second streamer today whose fire alarm went off. So I think it's low battery. The weird thing about it is, like, doesn't a fire alarm say, like, if it's carbon monoxide, it'll say carbon monoxide? Yeah, because mine does both. And it said fire. Fire. Okay. I think it's low battery. Just give me a second, okay? Sorry, that was like a little scary for me too. Be right back. Okay, I double-checked, everything's fine. And, yeah, it's okay. Photosensitive fire alarms can go off from dust buildup and insects, too. Could be that, but I also think it's been a long time since I changed the battery in that thing, and it's probably just out of battery. Weird. Vinny, I've been on the Arctic Monkeys kick, and I've been thinking, is Alex Turner's lyric-style writing meant to be a bait-and-switch so much? Like, 1 minute the lyrics are real deep and clever, and then he says something like side boob or dickhead. He can commit to an idea, too. But there's, like, especially on this most recent album, like, he's doing the lounge singer thing, and I feel like it's... Yeah, I mean, lyric writing, everyone has a different approach. Maybe it's like he just wants to undercut some of the words, some of the lines, so that they're not so edgy. I hate to say that word, especially after we had this long discussion about the meaning of it. But sometimes throwing a little bit of humor or irony or sarcasm in a lyric can help it be a little bit more memorable and digestible. At least that's my theory. Meat container. I personally found that something that's always turned me away from their songs. Maybe I just find it a bit immature. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely personal taste, sure. But I'd also argue that, on the album AM, depending on the song, you're not gonna get that all the time. But I'm not really into a lot of their early stuff, so I don't know what that shit's like. But, I don't know, I remember a lot of his lyrics, that's the weird thing. Maybe the song isn't that great, but the lyrics can be extremely memorable. Depending on the song. Okay, can't do anything with that. Never mind. It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. That's so fucking awesome. Like moths to the fire. Which fast food place has the best fries? Can I say Shake Shack? Or Bob's Burglars. I like the Five Guys fries, but they can be a little soggy. There are times when they exude sog. Popeyes has pretty good fast food fries. Rally's I've never had. Checkers fries are just like salt sticks. Hey, you wanna buy some death sticks? No? Rallies is Checkers? Okay. Smash Burger? You know what they have? They have veggie fries, which are just like... What do they... Are they... They're not zucchini, are they? Like little, it's, fuck, what is it? I mean, they have regular fries, too. Potato fries, but they also have... like vegetable sticks, they call them. I think it's carrots and... something else. Meat fries? Okay, then. Carrots and green beans. Yeah, I like that. That's pretty alright if you're looking to not have potato. Fried potato. Can we talk about the culling now? So, the Culling 2 was announced, and it comes out like a day after it's announced. And it looks like a worse PUBG. Absolutely shocking. Apparently the reviews are not very good. They're claiming it was the original, like, Battleground. What was the advertisement strategy? They said something like, distilled Battle Royale to its very essence. Yeah, I don't know about that. The personality of the culling was like the game show thing, and I liked the poison gas in the jungle and everything. Like, maybe the culling just got bad, but for a while there, it was a really cool game. I liked it. But it was also really frustrating, the rock, paper, scissors aspect of it. While kinda cool, between the shoving, the blocking, and the, you know, stabbing, punching, whatever. It was like a cool idea, I just don't think they ever got it right. But yeah, it seems like it's a cash grab. It seems like, oh, well, Battle Royale's a thing, the culling failed, no one plays it anymore. Remember the culling? Oh, here's the number 2 culling. Quick, jump on it before the Battle Royale thing, ends completely. Quick, release the culling 2. It's not done yet. It looks like trash. The animations are really stiff, and it looks like a generic PUBG. Just cash in on the culling nostalgia. Part of me feels bad. Part of me feels bad that they got shafted, if you want to call it shafted. Like, they did kind of jump on the Battle Royale thing pretty early. They definitely had, man, I'm really good at getting lost in this game. Really, really good. I have to go down to the Aegon Wastes, I think. Or I can go to the energy room. Wherever the fuck that is. Where's Vinny going? I don't know. I'm getting lost again. Yeah, the issue with the culling was that it started out better than it ended up. Like, there were improvements here and there, but a lot of the things that they implemented ended up not being very good. And then Pube Goo came out, and everyone lost their shit and forgot about the culling. And then Fortnite came out and got rid of a lot of the popularity of Pube Goo. And then Blart Fight came out after Fortnite and just became the #1 game in the world. And then after that, we got which became the #1 game in the solar system. And then Only Fight came out years after that, and then nobody even remembered Blart Fight anymore. Just going to, I think I'm gonna go to Aegon. Wait, no, Torvus. There's 2 to get in Torvus. So I'm gonna go there, get those 2, and then we'll switch to Hollow Knight. I'll get the rest of the keys next time. So where do I need to go? I need to... probably the fastest way would be the energy controller, so I'm gonna do that. This room reminds me a lot of that place in Metroid Prime 1 where you fight, Flagra, was it? Vinny, can we talk about what Blart fight would be? Okay. 50 Blarts, 1 Maul. Everyone starts out with a nightstick, and that's it. The transportation, segways. Yeah, randomly, like, you might find pepper spray, you might find, like, comedy, like, fight items. If you're lucky, you find a pistol, but those are rare. You know, and you have to kind of find, like, improvised, like, stuff that you might see in Dawn of the Dead, like, mall items that you could turn into weapons. So, also, you know, what's the game, Dead Rising? What's the difference between this and Dead Rising? Ah, well, everyone is Paul Blart. That's it. It's like comedy mall cop. You know, he falls down. You know, they make, there's jokes. There's, it's bad. It's a bad game, but everyone loves it. This wouldn't be the first time in history that that happened. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna head to a portal first, and then I'm gonna take a look on the map, or on the list, I should say. Totally accurate battlegrounds? You mean totally accurate Battle Blart? I still have not seen a Paul Blart film. I do not feel as if I've missed out. I didn't watch Paul Blart. No. The The Blart Side of the Moon. Yeah, I saw that. Where people synced up Dark Side of the Moon to Paul Blart. Yep. Awesome. So there's what? 2 E-tanks left? That's it? Excuse me. Okay, so Poison Bog and Dungeon. You mean this whole place isn't a fucking poison bog? Okay, here's the poison bog. So we'll start that one. That one's close. And then Dungeon is where the manslave. Sorry, that game has infected my brain. It's like the Wild West of video games that something like that would actually get published, but the way... Well, I mean, published is a weird word, because they could just, like, do mail order. Oh, I see what you did, chat. That's good. But yeah, you can make a game, and then if you're gonna have it on CD-ROM device, you just, like, make copies at home and then mail it to people. That's why a lot of the shittier DOS games that I played, or like the ones that are like super unknown, let's just say, have like phone numbers and addresses on them. Someone in chat said, how could you even die with all that energy? Oh. Oh yeah, you could certainly die. The Prime games do not fuck around with some of their boss fights. There's a hard mode in this game? Wait, is there really? When you beat it, you unlock hard mode. So, the game is hard, but is it fun? And also, you still have to navigate through all this craziness and, like, do all the Prime 2 stuff that maybe isn't the most fun part. But now you just die a lot. That sounds like not fun. would love that. Let's see. Oh yeah, purple. That's right. Down here somewhere. You heard it? Does nobody here have a subscription to Previously Recorded? For the Tums emote that they have? We've got one guy. Can you post a couple more of those? There it is, yep. True blue. It's so shitty. It's like they just shrunk a JPEG of Tums. Like they didn't even try to make it like pixelated for emote form. It's fine, you know, it communicates what it is, but it's so shitty. There's the dungeon. I have to go down there. I considered having a Tums emote, but... I mean, really? For the off chance that I have a Tums or talk about a Tums, it's like, come on. At least with Previously Recorded it makes sense because, you know, there's memes and stuff. Don't you talk about Tums every Sunday, though? I talk about Tums, like, a lot, because... because I'm an old fuck. But more than that, it depends on the food. Like, sometimes I eat food that does not agree with me. And it's also a stress thing. So if... I mean, maybe this'll make sense to some people and not others, but... if I'm stressed out, I will need them Tums more. That's probably me just working on a nice ulcer, though. Really? Did you have to explode on me? Someone said I had 2 milkshakes today and I'm dying. That is impressive. That is an impressive amount of hedonism. Milkshake hedonism. I can barely finish 1 milkshake. Depending on the size of the milkshake, of course. There's always modulators here, but... modifiers, rather. That's so much sugar, and that's so heavy on your stomach. That is a lot. Like I said, I can do a milkshake, but it has to be... maybe, not all of the milkshake? But they are good. They are very good. Last time I was at a Shake Shack, I did not get a milkshake, and I kinda regret that, but I also... Let's think about what food is. You're trading how you feel later for temporary mouth pleasure. Be real about it. That's what it is. It is good mouthfeel. I mean, I'm not strong enough to say no to a good sugary snack. I fucking love milkshakes. Eat a dick. Health. I don't want to have anything to do with healthy eating. Even though I do now, more often than not. I had this cool, chocolate thing that was like a chocolate log. It's like a mini log. It's like a little, like what a small poodle might poop. Like the size of something like that. And, it was chocolate. Dark chocolate wrapped with caramel. Wrapped around caramel. I had a classmate in high school who had this really deep theory about how the best and theoretically worst tasting thing on the planet both look exactly the same. So chocolate and then poop. They look the same. Same color and all that. I was like, wait a minute, how do you know what poop tastes like? He was like, theoretically, poop is the worst tasting thing on the planet. And he thought that this was a really deep point, and so I stole it from him, and I probably have said it on stream a couple times as a joke, but maybe I'm serious. Maybe this is, like, a dissertation waiting to happen. Taste is also subjective. Not everybody likes chocolate. And some people eat paper. And they love that shit. They can't get enough paper. Like, I know we live in a big, diverse world. You know, and I know it's good to be like, okay, well, you eat paper, that's fine. But maybe, like, is it okay to tell them that it's not okay to eat paper? Is that alright? Because I think it would be a good idea to tell them, like, listen, that's gonna be bad for you, and you should probably not eat paper. Don't kink shame. I mean, the thing about telling someone don't eat paper is, at the very least, you're not forcing them to not eat paper. Like, they're still gonna do it, but I think paper eating education, maybe just let them know what they're getting themselves into, and then if they still decide to eat paper, then that's on them. That's their goddamn body. Go organic and eat wood. Now that I like. I bet wood doesn't have any gluten in it. That shit is pure. Oh, by the way, chat, don't eat paper. Just like you shouldn't eat fucking silly putty, don't eat paper. Oh, I see where I have to go. Right, okay. So... I had a feeling I'd have to come back here at some point. That enemy's not even a fun enemy. Like, your best bet is to just not shoot that enemy. Otherwise, you just wasted 5 seconds of your life. Yeah, I may as well go to the room I haven't been to while I'm here. What the hell is this? My parents, my parents let me eat paper once when I was really young because I was pretending to be a goat, and now I'm wondering what the fuck was wrong with them and me. That is a hell of a story. We're all- listen. We all have our moments. That one's just a little stranger than most, that's all. Great, now people are telling me that they- what the weird objects, the weird inedible objects that they ate. Someone's just like, I used to eat leaves. What have I done? What about pant? I like the idea that Bart went from "eat my shorts, man" to he has like an insatiable lust for eating pants in current lore. So what went from like a cheeky catchphrase turned into like a serious disorder about like he just needs to eat the pant. That was not fun. I hated that. Really, like, it's a missile expansion, too. Like, really? Masked Man says, what kind of pant do you think would be the best to eat? Like, seriously? I don't have an answer to this query. I'm sorry, I don't know what the hell to answer with. Like... silk, maybe you could, like, that's a little easier to get down. Leather pants? Okay. Taste? I guess maybe leather? I don't know, yeah. Maybe, because, like, some people chew on leather for the nutrients. Good conversation we're having here tonight, aren't we? It's just lovely. Can't see shit, yep. Oh man, this fight sucks. Yeah, they left too. They were just, yeah, they were upset that I said that they sucked. This little area right here reminds me of that one spot in the original Metroid game, like early on, where you can kinda see the ball through like the little like windows in the tubes. What is this? The short skit Billy and Beef Tallow Boy? Deep frying items and their dad would eat all of it because it was deep fried? No, I don't remember that. What the fuck? What season was that? Are you kidding me? I can't go through here? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jesus. I remember there was like some disturbing shit, but I don't remember that specifically. That's probably, yeah, that just left the memory banks. You might want to go back to that room. Okay. Here I am, just taking your word for it. Taking your bird for it. I can't believe that song was a hit. I still don't know how that became a popular song. It's one of the most annoying songs I've ever heard in my life. So what am I doing in this room? The dude who recommended this room? in the purple drink. Oh, there's a little bit of purple. Maybe I got it already? Wrong room. I don't know, there's some kind of mating ritual happening up there. I think the person got the rooms mixed up. Oh, that was definitely not worth the 2 minutes that we spent doing that. Hollow Knight is going to suffer a bit. It's okay, you know, give Hollow Knight a more substantial stream another time. I'll make it up to Hollow Knight. What is this scum device? Creature. Water drone, rogue security mechanoid, indestructible but irritated by bright light. You build a drone. It has one fatal weakness. It just doesn't like bright lights. Good design. At least these keys have some, like, new puzzles. Like, it's not all just backtracking and farts. Like, you actually, see some new things every now and then, and along the way you collect items and make friends with these little drone fellas, for example. So that's good. Alright, it's time for me to find a save point. There's a portal in here, so I can take the portal to get to the Light World save point. Alright, great. So we can resume this. Like, we're making... This is really good progress. I have almost all the keys. Fuck these goddamn things. So I think next stream will be a regular length stream, and it'll be pretty much... That's it. One more. That's what I think. Find keys, kill boss, maybe try to find the last couple of E-tanks. directly above me. There it is. Alright, cool. Let's play a little bit of Hollow Knight. We won't have a chance to do too much of it, but like I can do an hour. So, progress has been made. Next time, we'll get the Sky Temple Grounds keys, and then do the thing. So, I'll definitely miss this game when it's done. Oh, you know what? For shits and giggles, let me try something. Oh my god. Alright, well, here you go. Here's a boundary break. It's just Samus's arm. Oh man, kind of ruins the illusion, doesn't it? Doom. Doom Samus. Oh. Big beam. I'm sure there's, like, more interesting... Oh, wow, the HUD. The HUD is getting real weird. I'm sure there's more interesting rooms to boundary break in. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of other cool spots to take a look at, like, stuff that's in the distance, or stuff that you can't get to. But, very interesting what's going on with the gun and the HUD. Morph Ball, I don't think is going to be anything that amazing. But anyway, we'll continue more. Next time we'll finish the game. Gonna take a quick break. Hollow Knight for an hour. Up next. Stick around.